Hey, the playoffs get underway today in 4A, and tonight we are at Hyrum. Yeah, Mountain Crest playing host to Tooele. Mountain Crest coming in as number 12, and Tooele coming in as number 21 in the RPI with their seedings. They have to play this week. A lot of Valley teams getting to sit out for a week, but the Mustangs in action. Both of these teams coming off of a 2-game losing streak and hoping to get it going, at just the right time. The Buffaloes score a lot of points. They do it running a wing T style offense. They score almost 33 points a game. Their problem is they give up almost 36 points a game. They're the number 6 scoring offense in 4A. Mountain Crest, the number 6 scoring defense in 4A. Mountain Crest gives up less than 20 points a game. So this should be really interesting. One team they played that runs a similar offense, Box Elder. That game came right down to the end. It was a 1-point win for the Bees. We'll see what happens tonight and if the Mustangs move on the game of the week.
Wendy's is saying thanks for making the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger America's #1 bacon cheeseburger by giving you more of what you love. Introducing Wendy's Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Double the beef, double the bacon, and now it comes in a giant meal for $5 with nuggets, fries, and a drink. There's absolutely nothing junior about it, except the price. Get Wendy's $5 Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger meal before it's gone.
Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
I had a good discussion with Coach Visser earlier, Ryan Visser of Mountain Crest Mustangs earlier this week. We talked about a lot of things, and one thing that he did say that he wanted to stress to his team this week, and that the message was, we're now 0-0. It was a tough season, but we have to finish. They have to do better at finishing the season than they've done at finishing games the last couple of weeks, giving up 14 points in the fourth quarter against Skyview in a game that they controlled for a long time, and then giving up 21 in the fourth quarter and losing the next week against Maple Mountain. When I asked him about the MVPs of the season, he said, man, it is impossible to come up with just one, but he named a couple of guys. He named Benson DeCorver, Kennington, and of course the quarterback Casey Crofts, some guys from a little bit on either side of the ball, running back, receiver, quarterback, and the defensive lineman. And he talked about what a great group of seniors this is, and he hopes that they're peaking at just the right time.
Say the word base. Say the word mess.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria. We're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.
For Tooele
We're underway at Hyrum as Tooele gets the first crack out of Eric Rojas, returning it from the 1 yard line out to about the 20, and that's where he's taken down by a host of Mustangs. Tooele 4-6. The last time these two teams met was in 2018. Mountain Crest winning that one 49-17. Buffaloes have lost their last two games to Park City and Stansbury, 52-21 to Park City, 41-27 to Stansbury. Caden Dean leads this wing T offense. Look, 5 running backs or wings that have carried the ball at least 30 times for this team. Now you remember that the Mustangs played a wing T team in Box Elder, also purple and white, earlier this season. We were here for that one, what a game that was. And they're going to throw right off the bat. Over the middle, it's picked. DeCorver's got room down the near sideline. House call for the Mustangs. Dean was under some pressure. He got rid of it over the middle, and DeCorver came and snatched it away and took it back. 30-plus yards on the pick six. Not the way the Buffaloes wanted to start this game. You know, if they're going to throw it to DeCorver, he's going to catch it. He's their leading receiver. They being the Mustangs. Well, Mountain Crest, 16 seconds into this ball game, leads 7-0. The offense hasn't even come onto the field. You're watching the game of the week on the Valley Channel. Well, we're into October. It must be that time of year. Yeah, it's pumpkin spice time. It's everywhere, including at Wendy's of Logan. They did it. They took the beloved Frosty, combined it with pumpkin spice, and behold the new pumpkin spice Frosty. Pumpkin seeds not included on a pumpkin spice Frosty. Now at Wendy's, a game of the week sponsor.
Number 20, Eric Rojas, and number 11.
So the Mustangs kick this game off, and on the first play from scrimmage, Lehigh turns it over. A run-based offense decides to go to the air. And on their first play, they throw a pick six. Now the Buffaloes will be playing from behind. The Buffaloes averaging nearly 33 points per game. Good for 6th in 4A. This one's going to go to the end zone. And we'll see now if the Buffaloes go back to that wing T look. I was talking with Coach Visser about it, and he said it's wing T, but not the true wing T. They will throw it a little more. They'll do a lot of different things out of it. But he said, really, we just have to do our jobs defensively. Don't try to be a hero. Don't try to do something that somebody else is supposed to do. Trust your teammates. That's the way to slow down a wing T. And now they have the look. They're going to give it on this near side and stopped in the backfield.
Number 7 hands the ball off to number 12, Britton Rosser. Led in the backfield by number 40,
Rosser loses 2 yards.
For the Mustangs.
It's Egbert that takes him down. And there was some talk that maybe Rosser might not play this game, as there was talk that he had been hurt this week in practice. He's their leading rusher. They're going to toss it again to Rosser out of the backfield. He's immediately wrapped up and put down by Thatcher Phelps. Rosser gains the 2 yards back
Gain of 1 yard.
that he lost on first down, but now it's 3rd down and 10. The Buffaloes trailing 7-0. Mountain Crest in their black uniforms with blue numbers, the black and blue. Here comes some pressure. Over the middle, man wide open. There's a breakdown in coverage for the Mustangs. The receiver was Ariano, and he had all sorts of room. He picks up 13 on 3rd down and 10.
Number 7, Peter Nelson.
And the Buffaloes move the chains. Fake the give to the first man through, give it on the end around. Tripped up is Gustin.
Number 9, Graham Gustin.
Graham Gustin picks up 6.
On the outside. Brought down by
Got
number
that
5,
long
Jack
braid
Beeson.
sticking out the back of his helmet, does Gustin. Graham Gustin, a senior. Now they're going to run it the other way on a little reverse. They hand it to Rosser, and he hands it back to Gustin, and Gustin picks up 3. It'll be 3rd and 1.
About 3 yards on the play. Brings up a Tooele 3rd down.
3rd and a full yard. Tooele
Tackled by
quickly to the
Butters on
ball.
play.
Mountain Crest creeping their backers up, and it's just a keep play. Needed 1, got 2. And Dean just hangs on to it.
Buffalo get a 1st down. On
Buffaloes
the keeper.
pick up another 1st down.
1st and
They're out
10.
at the 45-yard line. Mountain Crest with 5 linemen. They're going to give it to Rosser. He's got room off the left side, and he's taken down after a gain of 4. It looked like he might pick up more than that.
Number 12 with the carry.
Flag right at the point of the
Flag
tackle.
on the play.
Let's see what the call is. Personal foul, a face mask going to be on Mountain Crest.
Oh, it's a face mask on the Mustangs.
So the first penalty of the ball game comes with 9:17 to play in the first quarter. Mountain Crest leads 7-0 after an interception return for a touchdown by Will DeCorver on the first play of the game. But the Buffaloes now are driving, and 15 yards is going to be tacked on. After the run. Put it down to
Penalty will make it
movement.
1st and 10 for the Buffalo.
So now it's 1st and 10 down at the Mountain Crest 36. Dean's going to hand it off. Coming this near side, Rosser's got room. Hit at about the 32-yard line and pulls over a man down to the 25. I meant 27, not 32, and that's a 1st down.
Peter Nelson. Good for a Buffalo 1st down.
Rosser 13 yards on 3 carries. And the Buffaloes moving toward the end zone. Fowles gets the carry.
Number
And picks up
26,
3.
Matt Fowles up the middle.
That's four backs that have now carried at least once.
Gain of
Includes
3,
the
tackled by
quarterback on
number
the
40,
quarterback
Carter
sneak.
Becker, the Mustangs.
Dean up under center, Fowles behind him. They're going to hand it off. Coming near side, caught in the backfield. Is that Rosser? He's going to lose yardage. He loses a yard.
Rosser on the carry, met by a herd of Mustangs.
And now it's going to be 3rd and 11.
To
Tooele 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in the early going.
Brings
One
up
was
a
3rd
Tooele
and 10,
3rd
the other
down.
was 3rd and 3, or 3rd and 1, pardon me. 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. 7-0 Mountain Crest, the first round of the 4A playoffs. Dean rolls. Got a man on the little out pattern, and Dean one-hops it to it.
Dean's pass intended for number 21, Aaron Davis.
And now it's going to be 4th and
Ball's
11.
incomplete.
That one came out of Dean's hand. It's not cold.
And 11 for Tooele.
Came out of there a little like it slipped out. Tooele looking like they're going to kick the field goal. Franklin Wilcox, 40 PATs, 2 field goals on the season. From what I understand, he's a very good kicker. It's going to be a 43-yarder. Keep your eyes open because this is a long one. Snap, set, plenty of leg, but it's drifting. That would have been good from 5 yards further back, but it drifted off to the left. And Mountain Crest will take over now. 1st and 10 with a 7-0 lead. 7:52 to play in the first quarter. Talk to A.J. Conlon of The Hive. It's a blog. You can find it. Check it out on Twitter. They take a look at all the sports around Utah. And he's their Region 8 and 10 insider. We talked a lot about this Buffaloes team and Region 10. Of course, Stansbury in that region. Park City, one of the top teams in the state in that region. And we'll talk more about that as the Game goes on. Give it to Benson. Look out!
Benson up the middle.
Another house call. For the Mustangs, 80 yards. No flag. That was just a little give off tackle. Benson went through a hole you could have driven a truck through, and nobody touched him.
Pokey out to attempt the extra point.
The Mountain Crest players have touched the ball twice, and 2 times they've scored a touchdown. Snap, hold, kick, all good. And it's 14-0 Mountain Crest with 7:38 to play in the first quarter. Hey, I've been calling ball games for a long time. Yeah, my first year was right out of high school. So I've been doing this for 30 plus years, radio and TV. And every Friday night, I've got these headphones on, I've got these cans on my ears, and they magnify all the sound out there. And I wonder and sometimes worry about my hearing. And I knew if I had a problem, I know where I go. I go to Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology and Dr. Paul Daines. Dr. Daines, one of only 8 board-certified audiologists in the entire state. He's got more letters after his name than there are in the alphabet. He can help you. He's got experience and knowledge that's unmatched and sets him apart, along with his caring style. If you're having hearing problems, Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology is the place to be. Kick goes into the end zone, and it's been a nightmare start for Tooele. They find themselves down 14-0. The one plus is that it is early.
I want to remind you that both concession stands are open for tonight's game.
It is early, and things can turn. Momentum is a fickle mistress. But right now, she's taken up residence on the Mountain Crest sideline. Dean and the Buffaloes in that wing tee. One receiver to the far side. Everybody's moving. Mountain Crest offsides, did somebody draw? I think the Mustangs were offsides. Let's look. And that's the call, offsides on Mountain Crest.
Encroachment on the Mustangs.
That motion man came by like he'd been shot out of a cannon. A couple of Mountain Crest linemen saw that and went, oh, here we go.
On the 35 and the 25 yard.
Give it fouls. He's got some running room. He's out near the first down. He's got 8 yards. A first down. First
up the middle. Good for a first down for Tooele.
Just joining us, the game started an hour early because of playoffs. They start these games a little bit earlier as they give it to Rosser. He tries to turn it upfield. He's their leading rusher.
Number 12,
they've kept him bottled up. He's lost a yard. 5 carries, 11 yards for Rosser.
The
Mustangs kicked off to start this game. Tooele threw the ball on first down. The quarterback was getting a little bit of heat and threw it over the middle, right to Will DeCorver, the safety for Mountain Crest, to return it for a touchdown. Then after a failed field goal on Mountain Crest's first play from scrimmage ago, 80 yards for a score. Here's Tooele again, back with it, grinding against the right side of that Mountain Crest defense. 8 yards for fouls.
Helps on the tackle. Good for 8 yards.
Best rusher.
Third down.
And 2. Fake to give to Fowles. Give it to the man on the way around, trying to trick the Mustangs, and they stay home.
Number 28, Van Wagner, tried to get around the edge again.
And they take
on the
Van Wagner down. And he ends up losing it. Mustangs had one too many kids on the field.
The quarterback received the punt.
They got him off before the snap. DeCorver gets away from it. Oh, and this one's going to roll, and the Buffaloes are going to kill it. at the 1 yard line. What a kick and what a roll.
Beautiful punt.
Good
Gets a
kick,
lucky
and then
bounce.
it took the right roll for Tooele.
About on the half-yard line. The Mustangs will take over.
Mustangs will take
First
over
and 10.
inside the 1 yard line. One guy we haven't seen for Tooele is Von Grismacher. Grismacher is number 13. We haven't seen him touch the ball offensively. And he's a big cog in their defense as well. Let's see if he's out there. I don't see him. Maybe he's the kid that got. We'd heard that one of their backs got hurt this week. Maybe it was Grismacher. Here they give it to Benson. Look out. Benson turns the corner again. He's tripped up, but not until after he picks up 14 yards.
15-yard line.
And on 2 carries, Benson's at 94 yards.
And that's another Mountain Crest.
So that's something to look at. Von Grismacher for the Buffaloes. He's been a playmaker for them this season. He's not on the field. They're throwing down the sideline for DeCorver. He's hand fighting at the 35, and he can't separate from Gustin.
Number 6, Jack
Second down.
Hunsaker on the coverage.
Crofts puts it up for the first time tonight.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs.
When we talk about Grismacher and you know how good he's been, he leads the team in tackles. And what I was told talking to
Benson drags a couple tacklers up to the 20.
He will chase guys down all over the field. See tonight,
3rd and 4.
Mountain Crest has been a step faster.
Number 72, Colt Earl on the tackle.
It's 3rd down, 3rd and 4. Turn and give it to Benson. Benson using a block, but it's just a pancake.
Benson up the middle.
Rosser just got destroyed up in the hole, and Benson picks up 12, and Benson is over 100 yards.
Number 33, Jacob Proctor on the tackle for the Buffalo.
4 carries, 111 yards for Benson, and a touchdown. Of course, 80 of those yards coming on 1 carry. Crofts now in the gun. Tooele bringing pressure. Benson hit at the line of scrimmage, surges forward for 3.
Benson again up the middle on the counter. Gain of 3. Number 12, Britton Rosser on the tackle for Tooele.
Ticks toward 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Mountain Crest leading 14-0. 2 big plays, a pick 6 and an 80-yard touchdown run by Dax Benson. This pick 6 by Will DeCorver. 2 of the players that Coach Visser told me when I asked about MVPs of the team, he said it's hard to name just one. Those were 2 of the players that he said had really played well this year. Here's Benson again. Benson turns it upfield, runs over a man. He's got 16 on that carry.
Number 9, Brad Gustin.
He might have 200 yards before halftime.
That's good for
6
another
carries,
Mountain
130
Crest.
yards for Benson. Ball in midfield, 3:35 to play. Here's the give, and then going around the far side. There's a flag in the backfield. This one's going to bring back a big run by Zion Folger.
Folger with
Probably
a great
going to be a hold in the backfield. Let's see. It's on the back side of the play. You hate to see those, right? It's on the back side of the play. They call a hold, if that's what the call is. Because A, you're like, don't hold on the backside, and B, you're also saying, how did that affect the play? Well, that's football. And they're talking a long time about it. That was a 32-yard run. Let's see if it stands up. Jones got dinged in that Skyview game. He's out tonight for Mountain Crest, Cole Jones. We saw him in that first half of Skyview. He had a heck of a first half. They are talking about this for a long time. And now the back judge is going to come in and get involved. It's good to eat around here. Oh, there's a place out there. Yeah, but we might have to go back into Logan. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Now they've decided where they're going to eat after the game, and they're going to tell us. Now this one guy, he doesn't want to go where they said. We told him that's where we're going. Too bad. Holding on Mountain Crest.
Call is holding on
That took a long time. 2 holdings.
Which is again holding on the Mustangs.
Maybe that's what they were talking about. 2 holding calls. 1 declined, 1 taken. I don't know. So instead of first down in the red zone, they're now 1st and 20 for Mountain Crest. 3:24 to play in the first half. Mountain Crest leads 14-0 in this first round for a state playoff game.
1st and 20 for the Mustangs.
3 home games this year for these Valley teams. So they do the semis and the finals on the road. Everything else here in town. Throw to the edge. Around the corner. Down the sideline. Near the first down is Bitten. Bitten got 19 on 1st and 20.
Looks like it was the 2nd and 1. Number 9, Graham Gustin on the tackle.
Mountain Crest showing like they got a little bit more speed maybe than Tooele. Tooele's rallying to the ball. They're getting hats there, but Mountain Crest is able to get to the edge, and offensively they've done pretty much whatever they want. Here comes the blitz. Croft sees it. Down the sideline. Good coverage. Better ball. Great catch.
Complete.
From the 41 down to the 2.
Number
39-yarder to the Corver.
Great one-handed grab. Steps out of
Great
bounds
ball.
at the 2-yard line. And that's another Mountain Crest.
And the Corver's having himself a game. Mountain Crest already with 130 yards rushing, 58 yards through the air on 2 completions, and it's 1st and goal at the 2. Bitten's trying to hurry off. They break the huddle with 12. That's a flag. Yes, it is, and they call it. So that's going to back the Mustangs up 5. 1st and goal from the 7. The only thing that Mountain Crest has to quibble about in this first quarter so far is penalties. 3 penalties and 25 yards. 2:26 to play in a first quarter that's seen Mountain Crest score offensively and defensively, and now they're looking to put another one in the end zone. I formation. 1 receiver to each side. Gonna hand it off. Is that Benson? Looks like it. Ball's on the turf. Down at the 5, the ball was out. Saw the marker come in from the back judge, and it's Tooele football.
Ball is fumbled and recovered by Tooele.
Benson picked up a couple, but then lost the ball. So now we're even in the turnover battle.
So
2:13 to play in the first quarter, and instead of going up 3 scores, the Mustangs turn it over at the 5-yard line. See if that gives the Buffaloes a little bit of life. Give the fouls the first guy through. He's got a yard.
Number 26 holds up the middle.
20 yards on 4 carries.
Fouls
or fouls.
A herd of Mustangs.
Mountain Crest, the 6th-ranked defense out of 26 teams in 4A. The Buffaloes, the 6th-ranked offense. Here's the pitch. The receiver trying to get around the corner. Looked like a possible face mask. I do not see a flag.
Number 9, Graham Gustin around the edge.
Was in motion, got around the edge. Picked up about 4, and it's going to be 3rd and 4.
5. Go, G! Bring up 3rd.
They've run that play a couple of times.
That's another Tooele 3rd down.
6 yards, 3 yards, now 4. Here's the give to Gustin again. He gets out of the first tackle, spins, and can't get out of the second tackle. He only gets a yard. So they start one way. Then they hand it. The back heads that direction, and then here comes the wing from the other side, going back the other way, and they give on that misdirection. And that bit Mountain Crest against Box Elder more than once. In fact, that was a very successful play for Box Elder against Mountain Crest early in the season.
The corner and Phelps will receive.
Mountain Crest may have too many guys on the field, and they ran into the kicker. They got a piece of it. They got a piece of it, so no flag. It's picked up. On the bounce. Ball returned to the end zone. Touchdown. Patrick Phelps, as everybody stood around watching the ball roll, Phelps, it bounced right to him, so he picked it up and returned it for a touchdown. So all three have scored now. Special teams, offense, and defense with 26 seconds to play in the first quarter. The Mustangs will line up for another PAT.
Okie out to attempt the extra point.
Okie gets set up. Trey Crofts will hold. High snap, Crofts gets it down. Okie's kick is good, and it's 21-0 Mountain Crest with 26 seconds to play in the first quarter. You're watching the game of the week on the Valley Channel.
Mountain Crest 21, Tooele 0.
The Logo Shop is one of our longtime sponsors on the game of the week. Their tagline for us, well, it's We Logo Stuff, all kinds of stuff, and that is no joke. You can boost your brand image, connect and communicate with fans, prospects, and customers for a lasting impact. With items from the Logo Shop, bags, drinkware, office items, technology items like speakers, power banks, flash drives, and more, you can put your logo on it at the Logo Shop. The Logo Shop, the Game of the Week sponsor. It has been all Mountain Crest here in this first quarter. They've turned the ball over once. They fumbled on the 5-yard line going in, but then they get it right back on a punt return for a touchdown. This kick hits one of the upmen for Tooele right in the face.
Number 1, Ryan Durkee.
Garrett Fafita bobbles it. One of his teammates jumps on it. Tooele will start at the 22-yard line, trailing 21-0 with 26 seconds to play. The clock didn't start during that kick. It all happened so fast. Now we're going to talk some more. Mountain Crest says good because we're short a guy. And they were. I think they're looking for the Tooele ball. There it is. It was the Tooele ball on the kick return. On the punt return that Phelps took back, he took the ball with him back to the sideline, or the ball got sent back to the Mountain Crest sideline. And that's the Tooele ball, and they've got it now. And Dean looks like he's playing from the shotgun. Dean on the season, 57%, 1,004 yards, 11 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, now 5 as he goes over the middle. Because in this game, he threw a pick earlier, 6 yards.
To number 10, Ariano.
To Ariano. Ariano's got 19 yards on 2 catches.
Looks like number 7, Porter Johnson on the tackle.
And there's 8 seconds left in the first quarter. They are going to run one more play. Rosser turns the corner, hit right at the 30-yard line, pushes forward for maybe an extra yard, and it's going to be 3rd and short when we come back for the second quarter. Mountain Crest 21, Tooele 0. You're watching the game of the week on the Valley Channel.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Score at the end of the quarter, Mustangs 21, Buffalo 0.
KSM Music's been a sponsor of the game of the week for a little bit, and now they're having their October sale. If you want a little bit, no, a lot of bit of savings. You can get up to $640 off all electric guitars, basses, and select amplifiers all month long. Yeah, you got about 10 days left to go take advantage of these great savings at the Rocktober sale at KSM Music. KSM Music, the game of the week sponsor. So everything going Mountain Crest's way here in the early going as we get set to start the second quarter. Logan is playing down at Dixie, and they started earlier than we did here. 42-7 the score in that one. And they've either just started the second half or maybe in halftime. Third and short, and they just run the sneak. And it looks like they've got enough for the first down.
Looks like it's enough for the first down. Brought down quickly by number 40, Carter Egbert. First and 10 for
on
the
the tackle. Stansbury beat Jordan 62-7. Stansbury will play Ridgeline next week, and that's a game that we're looking to do for the game of the week. Here's Rosser finding an opening and slipping through for 6.
Rosser off tackle.
It's been tough sledding for Rosser.
Like number 21, Thompson.
Salem Hills leads Uinta 10-0. Hurricane 10-7 over Desert Hills. Cedar City leading Pineview 7-0. Bear River and Spanish Fork tied at 3. Here's the give. The fouls. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
Pulls around the edge. Tackled at about the line of scrimmage.
2 of 5 for Tooele on 3rd downs. We said earlier, well, it was 14-0 for Mountain Crest, but one positive for Tooele. It's still early. Games can change in a hurry. Well, now we're into the second quarter. It's 21-0. Tooele needs to make something happen. Dean hoofing it for the sideline, picks up a block, but then catches him short. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
Brings it to 4th and 1.
4th and 1. Dean was chugging for all he was worth. And in these short yardage situations, Tooele's run the sneak every time so far and see if they stick with it. That's what they'll do. Dean's pushed back, but then he gets a surge. Let's see. I don't think he got it. He got up behind his center, and the center was shoved back right into his chest. Then he went off to the right side and got back to the line of scrimmage, but I don't think he got there. Boy, they gave him a spot, but I don't know that they gave him a good enough one. It doesn't look like it's enough. They're going to measure. I don't think he got it.
Looks like they will measure.
Job by the Mountain Crest defensive front, if they'd indeed stuffed him. Bring the chains from the far side. Lehigh hoping to get a new set of downs. Mountain Crest hoping to get a chance for more points. Already leading 21-0. They set the chain, and now they're going to pull, and we're going to see. I think he's short. Ooh, he's short. He's short by a deck of cards.
Great stop by the defense.
You can't get much closer. Couple of chain links. So Mountain Crest takes over. Already leading 21-0 in the ball at the 42-yard line of Lehigh. Mountain Crest has done it mostly on the ground. When they've had the ball offensively, 132 yards rushing, all by Benson. 58 yards through the air. They've only thrown the ball 3 times. And I think if I'm the Mustangs, I might just keep running.
10 for the Mustangs.
Now we're ready to go. 4 wide, 3 to the top of your screen. Benson, the lone back in the backfield. Let's see if they go for the quick strike. They're going up top. Crofts has time. Has a man flashing on the deep post. Down inside the 5-yard line.
Remember,
It's Owen Ryan.
88 Owen Ryan with a great reception.
40 yards.
Down at the 2-yard line. And that's good for another Mountain Crest.
Whatever Mountain Crest has wanted, they have gotten. And now it's 1st and goal at the 2. Mountain Crest just bigger and faster than Tooele. Here's the give to Benson. Benson to the middle. Touchdown. And the Mustangs
Benson
now
in
up
for Mountain Crest
27-0.
touchdown.
Looking for the extra point to go up 28-0. Benson with his 2nd touchdown on the evening.
Hokie in to attempt the extra point.
Hokie's leg getting a workout here in the early going. This is his 4th PAT. That means he's had 4 kickoffs, plus the opening kickoff. 5.
Extra
This one's
point
good.
is good by Okie, bringing the score.
28-0 with 9:42 to play in the first half. Mountain Crest cruising over
Tooele 0.
Tooele. Hey, if you drive around anywhere in the Mountain West, but especially in Utah, and look at a fence, it was probably built by Custom Fence. Over 25,000 fences built, 58 plus years of experience, close to 50 team members, 15 plus states of operation. They do it all, residential, commercial, specialty fencing. You can schedule your free estimate with a phone call or online at customfence.com. Custom Fence, privacy, security, peace of mind. Custom Fencing Game of the Week sponsor. Now the Mustangs having their way with the Buffaloes of Tooele. Tooele 21 in the RPI.
Hokie's
Mountain
kick
Crest
into the end
12.
zone for a
Mountain Crest
touchback.
5-5. Tooele 4-6
Make it
on the
1st and
season.
10 for the Buffaloes.
Coming into this one, both teams on 2-game losing streaks. Mountain Crest lost to Maple Mountain and Skyview. Both games they gave up leads, or they gave up multiple touchdowns in the 4th quarter. 14 points to Skyview, 21 points to Maple Mountain to lose that ball game. So they want to finish. And now Tooele wants a timeout.
Timeout for Tooele.
One thing the Mustangs haven't done well the last couple of weeks, and that's finished games. They had Skyview on the ropes, at least as much as you can have a Bobcats team on the ropes. They had them, and then Skyview scored the final 17 points of that game. Hasn't won a playoff game in 7 years. Mountain Crest is looking for their 51st playoff win in school history. 51 playoff wins. And Tooele with their first penalty of the game.
Flag on the play.
Is one of the linemen
Start
early.
on the Buffalo.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, Vaughn
Bring up
Gritzmacher,
1st and
who when I
15.
talked to AJ Conlon from the Hive,
Backed up
the Region
to
8 and 10
15-yard line.
insider for them, he talked about him. He mentioned him more than once. Said he is defensively, he's their speed guy. He leads the team in tackles, and he's not out there. He hasn't been out there all night. Rosser gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Rosser around the edge.
Rosser, 8 carries,
Brought down.
19 yards.
At the line of scrimmage by number 6, Lincoln Lofthouse.
59 yards
No gain
rushing
on the play.
for
Brings up 2nd
Tooele,
and 15
21 through the air.
for Tooele.
So 80 total yards for the Buffaloes. Mountain Crest, meanwhile, is looking at 232 total yards. Dean rolls, lofts it out there, caught. Man wide open on the little out pattern, makes a move.
Pass complete to number 5.
And they move
Isaiah Pacheco.
it from the 15 out to the
Forced out of
37.
bounds by Jackie B.
38.
Good for Tooele, first down.
28 yards and a first down.
First and 10 on the 38.
Fake to give. Dean's going to throw again. Got a man behind the defense. Okay, this is what happens with the defensive backs sometimes when they're playing a
Hands of
running team, right? They start
Ariano.
what Harry Christensen, the old
Johnson on the
Logan
coverage.
coach, has coached everywhere in this valley.
Second and
He used to
10
call it
for the
turkey
Buffalo.
necking. You're turkey necking into the backfield. If you're one of those defensive backs, you're looking in the backfield, stretching your neck out and looking instead of watching your guy, and that's what's happened a couple times. Another throw underneath. Complete? Yes, for 9
Dean's
yards.
pass complete to number 9, Gustin.
Gustin. And it's third and
Will
short.
bring up 3rd and 1 for Tooele.
Tooele 2 and 6 on third down. Just under 8.5 to play in the half. Mountain Crest with a big lead, and they're going to get the easy first down as one of the Mustang defensive linemen was offsides. I didn't see anybody from Tooele move. Let's see. No, it is offsides.
Encroachment on the defense.
So for Mountain Crest, their 4th
Will be
penalty
enough
of
for
the evening.
Tooele first down.
Tooele with only 1.
First and 10 on the 48-yard line.
Tooele looking at a 5-man front. Here comes the linebacker. Lofting it up there and trying to run under it as the receiver. He runs right into the defensive back and he turns and looks for a flag. That's Aaron Davis, another player that has played well for Tooele this year, but the Mustangs have kept quiet so far. Davis leads the team in interceptions with 3. Rosser is the leading rusher and receiver. Rosser 680 yards on the ground, 249 through the air. He averages almost 5.5 yards per carry, but he hasn't tonight. Give to Gustin. Gustin turns the corner, running hard. Picks up 3.
Gustin around the edge, tackled by
And it's third down again.
Gain of 3 on the play.
At this point, Tooele wants to keep the
Third
Mountain Crest
down and
offense
7
off the field.
for Tooele.
Although the Mountain Crest offense has only scored twice. The special teams has scored, and so has the defense. And it's 28-0 Mountain Crest with 7:45 to play in the first half. Complete. Downfield.
Dean's pass completed to number 21, Aaron Davis.
14 yards to Davis.
Pushed out of bounds by number 7, Porter Johnson.
Now Dean warming up a little bit. He threw that pick on the first play of the game. He's 6 of 8.
Good for Tooele.
72 yards. Here's the give on the little end around. Nothing doing for Rosser as he's taken down by Huerta. Huerta was down on the ground, and he reached up, made the TFL. Lost 3. Now 2nd and 13, and they've been moving Dean out of the pocket to get him away from the Mountain Crest pass rush. Dean hasn't been sacked, but he's been pressured. Here they come, and here comes the Buffalo rush down to the 30, 4 yards for Gustin.
Number 9, Gustin around the edge.
That's third down. 3rd and 9.
We'll bring up 3rd down and 9.
6.5 to play in the first half. 28-0 Mountain Crest. 3rd and 9. Here comes the pressure. Wide open man downfield. 2 wide open men on that right side and the left side of Mountain Crest defense. I don't know if they're just bringing guys and nobody came over to fill, but you should never have two guys that wide open. It ends up being a 13-yard pitch and catch and a first down. Tooele with their deepest foray into Mountain Crest territory of the night. A good run by Foles down to the 9-yard line.
Foles up the middle.
Gain of 8. 2nd and 2. I think Mountain Crest is going to call a timeout. Foles 6 carries, 28 yards. He's the leading rusher. Dean is now thrown for 85 yards. 7 for 9 for 85 yards. Tooele looking for the end zone, trailing 28-0 with 5:50 to play in the half. Mustangs looking to keep the shutout. This is their best drive of the night. They had another one earlier that got down deep into Mountain Crest territory, but then they had to settle for a field goal attempt that went wide left. And Mountain Crest scored on an 80-yard touchdown run on the next play. Give it to Foles again. Up to the 5-yard line, a gain of 4 and a first down, 1st and goal.
Good for Tooele, first down, brings up 1st and goal.
Tooele 1st and goal from the 5, and I would imagine they're going to keep it on the ground now. Gustin wing to this side. They're going to give it the first man through. He's going to be undercut. That's Foles. He's down to the 2. 8 carries, 35 yards for Foles. He and Ross are even at 8 carries apiece. Give it to him again. He's met in the backfield. Stood up and walloped. He was trying to turn out of there and spin off that while they had a hold of him. And then Mountain Crest came and plowed him. How he was being held up. Ooh, he took a wallop. And the flag on the field is against Tooele. So let's see if they want 3rd and goal at the 3 or if they want to back Tooele up. I would imagine they want to back him up. Illegal shift. And they're going to back him up. So Tooele's 2nd penalty of the half comes with 5:14 to play in the first half, and the Buffaloes trailing 28-0. It pushes the Buffaloes back to the 7-yard line, 2nd and goal. Foles and Ross are in the backfield. Fake it to Foles. Give it on the end around. Lots of blocking out in front of Gustin, and he walks in for the touchdown.
Number 9.
So the Buffaloes are on the board.
In for a touchdown for
long
Tooele.
drive by Tooele. Capped by the Gustin touchdown run of 8.
Number 14, Wilcox, into attempt the extra point.
Wilcox set for the PAT. Kicks up and good, and it's 28-7. Mountain Crest with 5:08 left to play in the half. You're watching the game of the week on the Valley Channel.
Mountain Crest 28, Tooele 7. We'd like to thank our Platinum Plus sponsors, Karchner Homes, Cache Valley Bank, and Cox Pest Control, and Hyrum Chevron.
Who Hot is a game of the week sponsor. Yeah, Who Hot right there in South Logan. Unlimited choices at Who Hot. When you take a look at that menu, you can make it the way you want it to. You like it a little mild or sweet, you make it mild or sweet. You like it hot and spicy, you make it hot and spicy. Choose your rice or your noodles, your protein, your veggies, and then make your own sauce. They have their little cards that have some suggestions for sauces as well. You never go wrong with one of their suggestions. Who Hot, a Game of the Week sponsor. The Mustangs will get the ball back, leading 28-7. See if Tooele kicks it away or tries some trickeration here. Trickeration, a word that's used so much in sports that it's got to be in the dictionary. Now we got a flag. That's because there's 12 men on the field for Tooele.
Tooele calls a.
That's a no-no. You're not allowed to have 12 men on the field.
Avoid the 12 men.
Now, did they call a timeout before? The near side official threw the flag, but then the far side official said that there was a timeout called by the Tooele sideline. So they leave the ball at the 40. And Tooele has to take the timeout.
Take a minute to leave our flag with the sponsors. Big O and try.
Mountain Crest.
Logan
First play of scrimmage for Tooele. Intercepts a pass, takes it back for a touchdown. First time Mountain Crest offense has their ball. They go 80 yards on a run by Dax Benson for a touchdown. They return a punt for a touchdown, and then they just have a boring little drive that results in a touchdown. And Tooele just getting into the end zone for the first time. 5:08 to play in the first half. 28-7. Mountain Crest. Here's Wilcox. He's going to kick it away. He's going to kick it into the end zone, and the Mustang offense will take the field.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
It's 49-7 now. Dixie over Logan in the third quarter down in St. George. It looks like Logan's season's done. Spanish Fork leading Bear River near halftime in that game, 10-3. Green Canyon, Ridgeline, Skyview all had a bye this week. They'll all be in action at home next week. Croft's going to turn and give. Benson looking for an opening. Comes all the way to the sideline, turns the corner, clear out to the 31-yard line. He ran 10 yards before he was even touched. As the Mustangs get back to the ground, Benson has 9 carries, 144 yards. They had a long run by Folger, called back on a penalty earlier. One of 5 Mountain Crest penalties in this first half. Other than that, Benson's been the only guy to tote the rock. Croft's going to throw it quick to the tight end, who's already scored once. He steps out of bounds. Ryan looked like he was heading down the end zone. Down the end zone, but they said he stepped out of bounds. That's 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Croft's only his 5th attempt for the night.
2nd and 3.
He's got 105 yards. It's 4 of 5. Give it to Benson. Benson on 2nd and 3. He's right at the sticks. See if they move him. They will.
Enough for a first down.
Benson 10 carries, 147 yards, 14.7 per touch. Crofts has to move off his spot. Has a man. It's Ryan. Ryan in the clear. Spins out of a tackle and then falls down inside the 30.
28. Ben Wagner for the Buffalo. And that's another Mountain Crest.
It's 25 yards in the first down. They're going up top again. Ball's there, but DeCorver can't come up with it.
Cross pass intended for DeCorver. Ball's incomplete.
The 3rd incompletion for Crofts. 5 of 8 for 135 yards. Ryan's been his beneficiary. 3 catches, 72 yards. DeCorver 1 for 39. It set up a touchdown. Well, no, that was before the fumble at the 5. 4:17 to play in the first half. Mountain Crest by 21. 5 wide receivers. See if they spread them out and have the quarterback run it. Crofts is going to throw. Nope, he's going to run it. Right up the middle. And he had some room. He's down to the 20.
Gain of
8
about
yards,
9.
it'll be 3rd and 2. Only the second third down
Number
for Mountain
50,
Crest tonight.
Canyon Smith on the tackle. Brings up 3rd and 1 for the Mustangs.
I'm sure the Mustangs would go for it on 4th if they don't get it here. Handed to Benson. Benson, as they kick out on the end, had a big hole to run through. He needed a yard. He got 6.
Great hold by
He's at
Mountain
153 yards rushing
And
on
that's
11
another Mountain
carries.
Crest.
2 for 2 on 3rd downs for the Mustangs. 3.5 now to play in the half. And the Mustangs driving, looking to get up by 28 again. Crofts stands in there, puts it right on his receiver. It's a race to the pylon, and Pete wins the race, or does he step out of bounds? That's touchdown. 15 yards out from Crofts. Mustangs back on the board. Tooele drove down a long drive and scored to make it 21-7. The Mustangs with a drive of their own. And with the PAT, they make it 35-7 with 3:15 to play in the first half. Mountain Crest leading Tooele on
Your
the
score,
game.
Mountain Crest 35, Tooele 7. Big thank you to our gold sponsors.
The Old Grist Mill is a personal favorite of me and my family. Yeah, whenever we go up to Bear Lake or up to the canyon or go for an outing, we always stop by the Old Grist Mill and get their little sack lunch, a sandwich, a cookie, chips, and a drink. It's a great deal, and it tastes awesome. A lot of the reason is because of the bread at Old Grist Mill. It's simple, moist, and wholesome. They make bread the way it was meant to be made. They use only the freshest and finest quality ingredients. And you're going to see the difference. Drop in, try a free slice. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The Old Grist Mill, a Game of the Week sponsor. Oh, onside kick by Mountain Crest is there. Now they're just practicing.
Onside kick by Oki.
As Oki runs up on it, gives the onside kick, and it looks like Lehigh picked it up. Or excuse me, Lehigh. I knew I was going to do that. Lehigh is purple, white like this. Tooele picks it up. My apologies. Mountain Crest working on stuff now. Tooele might ruffle a couple of feathers. Leading 35-7, the Mustangs, and they get the ball to start the second half. They're wanting to slam the door on this game and go home. Dean lofts it up, his man behind the defense, and down at the 20-yard line, a 31-yard grab by Davis.
Aaron Davis. Porter Johnson on the coverage for the Mustangs.
3:04 to play in the first half. And the biggest play of the night for Tooele. Fake to the first man through, give it on the end around. Mustangs were not fooled. A loss of a yard. As Van Wagner's flung down.
Van Wagner around the end, brought down by number 21.
And on the game where you've had 24, 29 rushing attempts by the Buffaloes in the first half, not to mention Mountain Crest rushing attempts. You've had close to 40 run plays. It's taken this has been a long first half, but that's because there have been 6 touchdowns between the two teams.
Holes up the middle.
3rd and 8.
Gain about
gain of a couple of goals.
3rd and 8.
9 carries, 37 yards for number 26. Tooele 5 of 10 on 3rd down. Dean's going to throw it out of the backfield as Rosser hit just as he turns to try to turn it upfield. A gain of about 3. It's going to be 4th down.
Pass to number 12, Rosser. Hit hard by Porter Johnson on the cover.
Rosser, their leading receiver, only 5 yards on 2 catches. He's their leading rusher, and he only has 19 yards on 8 carries. The Mustangs have bottled him up. Bulls, the leading rusher, with 9 carries for 37 yards. Guston has 8 for 26. 4th down. Dean in trouble, over the middle, lofts one up. It's going to be picked by DeCorver. DeCorver's got room up the near sideline. There's a flag back at the 1-yard line. DeCorver out of bounds. At about the 40-yard line, there's a flag back inside the 3-yard line. The far side official chucked it. It's hard to see because it's pink. No, he picked it up. Now he threw the flag and they went all the way back and picked it up.
Mustangs will take over on the 40.
Interesting. So DeCorver with 2 picks now. One taken to the house, the other returned 30-plus yards to the 40-yard line. The Mustangs will get the ball with 1:10 to play in the half, leading 35-7. And the Mustangs get the ball to start the second half. See if Tooele brings the house. They're bringing 6. Crofts throws the little out pattern to Bitten. Bitten picks up 4 before he's driven out of bounds to stop the clock.
Gain of about 5 for the Mustangs.
Bitten with 38 yards on 3 catches. 2nd and 6, and the Mustangs able to huddle up as he goes out of bounds with 1:06 to play in the half. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. It's DeCorver. Let's see where they go. Crofts over the middle, has a man running free. Hunsaker.
Number 24, Joseph Hunsaker. And that's another Mountain Crest.
25 yards for Hunsaker. Crofts has to step up. Another man running free, it's DeCorver. He's running the post. The defensive back took the out move. DeCorver turned it inside. Touchdown, Mustangs. Oki's kick is up and good. And the Mustangs, with 44 seconds to play in the half, lead 42-7.
Tooele 7.
Yeah, the points are coming fast and furious here in Hyrum. The pizza comes out fast and furious in Logan at the Factory Pizzeria. The Factory has some of the best food around in their wings, their nachos, and oh yeah, their pizza. 5% off if you order online. And they have a Monday special. Next Monday night, call them up. Any large pizza, get your second pizza half off. You can dine in or pick it up. And then on Wednesday, $5 nachos, wings, and $1.25 draft beer. That's at the Factory Pizzeria. Mustang offense is humming against a Tooele defense that has given up 35 points a game on the season. 22nd out of 26 teams in 4A. So you can see Tooele's Achilles heel has been on the defensive side of the ball because they're 6th in scoring almost 33 points a game, but giving up 35. And the Mustangs were at 42 before the half.
Fans, just a reminder, both concession
Mountain Crest
stands
gets
are
the ball
open.
to start the second half, and we're probably going to be in a running clock with a 35-point lead in the second half. Fake one way, go the other. Grabbed and thrown down for a loss.
Gustin around the edge, brought down by Jackie B for a loss of 3.
Loss of 3. Clock runs and we're under 20 seconds to play in the half. Give to Foles, he picks up the 3 back. With Mountain Crest, are they going to call a timeout? Stop this clock. The officials are stopping the clock. And it is Mountain Crest with a timeout, my goodness.
On the field.
The Mustangs want to, with 6 seconds left, see what they want to do. It's going to be 3rd down and 9. I think the Mountain Crest Mustangs have at least 1 timeout left. They may have both. I don't track that stat. The board's not showing it. It doesn't show it. The big board. Mountain Crest leads this thing 42-7. We're 6 seconds away from halftime. Check that, 13 seconds away from halftime. They added some time to the clock. 3rd and 10. Pulling lineman, running to this near side and coming up short of the 1st down. And Mountain Crest's going to take another timeout. It's going to be 4th down as Gustin picks up 7. Gustin now with 10 carries, averaging 3 yards a carry. Foles is averaging 4 yards a carry on 10 carries. It's going to be 4th and 3. Mountain Crest taking some timeouts. They're wanting the ball back. If Tooele punts it, it's going to take the rest of the time off the clock. I think Mountain Crest might be working on their punt block here. What do you bet? As Mountain Crest has already kicked an onside kick with a big lead, and it looks to me like they're just working on they're putting stuff on film for other teams to be worried about. See if they come after this kick. Here they all come, and they don't get there. Time's going to run out as DeCorver just lets it go over his head. And we're going to head to the half with Mountain Crest sitting on a 42-7 lead. You're watching Game on the Valley Channel.
Water is always described as being tranquil. Then you dive in and you're just moving through it and you're ripping through it, and it's not tranquil at all. All I want to do with my life is to be a United States Navy fighter pilot. I can just see myself whizzing through the air, fly high and fly fast. That's what I want to do.
She really feels the call to serve our country, and she is going to do it regardless of what that requires of her.
Nothing motivates me more than when someone tells me that I can't do something.
Becoming a fighter pilot is something people might not expect a woman to do, but she does it anyway, and she doesn't care.
I feel like I gotta stick it to him. I gotta prove him wrong.
That really makes her a role model for other girls.
It's another stereotype broken by Wells Johnstone.
Wells is the person that has the most grit, the most determination, the one that won't give up, that is very relentless.
It's like Teddy Roosevelt said, nothing in this world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, and difficulty. Everything that I do with school and with sport It's all been working towards this one thing. It's how I can use my gifts and talents to serve the world. I know that this is God's path for me. The sky is kind of like water, where it's tranquil and peaceful. And then up in a plane, tearing through the sky. I can just picture myself flying. I can see that so vividly.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria. We're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. Back at Mountain Crest, the Mustangs leading the Buffaloes of Tooele 42-7 at the half as we get ready to start the second half. Eric Olson along with you tonight in the first round of the State 4A playoffs. The Buffaloes with 213 yards of offense in that first half. 41 yards on 10 carries for Foles, and Guston with 30 on 10 carries. Rosser had 19 on 8. And Caden Dean threw for 119 yards and 9 of 12, but they end up with 213 yards, but they only had one touchdown. That was Guston from 8 yards out. Mountain Crest scored in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams. 161 yards on the ground, 212 through the air, 373 total yards. Dax Benson, his first carry went for 80 yards and a touchdown, 153 yards on 11 carries for Benson. Casey Crofts, 9 of 13, 212 yards and 2 touchdowns, 1 for 33 to DeCorver and 1 for 15 to Bitten. Ryan, the tight ends, had himself a little bit of a game tonight. 72 yards on 3 catches. We don't call his number a ton. And it'll be interesting to see in this second half what Mountain Crest does. They started doing things late in that first half with a big lead that were like basically practice stuff. They tried an onside kick after going up 35-7. They took a couple of timeouts instead of letting the half run out and practice their punt block. Came after the punter, and Tooele will have to kick off to start the second half, and it should be a running clock. I believe it's 35 points, and it's a 35-point spread right now. So this second half could go by in a hurry. Let's see what the Mustangs do. The main thing is, Coach Visser was pointing out to me earlier this week when we talked, was finishing. Right? They want to finish the season strong. They want to finish this game strong. The last couple weeks, they've played strong first halves, but their second half has left something to be desired. They've got a big lead here, but Tooele, you don't want to give them any life if you're Mountain Crest. And for Tooele, they know that Mountain Crest has let teams back into the game in the second half. This kick right at one of the up men. Bounces off him, and it's picked up and returned to the 36-yard line, and that's where the Mustangs will take over. Is that Phelps or Benson? It's Benson. I talked to Coach about Benson earlier this year. He's talking about how he's just blossomed into a two-way player. He was almost exclusively a defensive player last year, and this year he's just really blossomed into a heck of a ball carrier. 153 yards so far tonight, 634 on the season, so that puts him up close to 800 for the season. Crofts is going to throw underneath. Running over a defender and still on his feet. is Folger.
Number 15, Ryan Folger, runs over a would-be tackler and steps out of bounds at the 40.
21 yards for Folger.
Number 23, Kramer. That's good for another Mustang.
He had a big gain called back on a penalty in the first half. And the Mustangs in business as they hand to Folger.
Folger on the carry.
Benson blocks for him and just buries Rosser.
Number 50, Canyon Smith.
Folger picks up 4.
Buffalo. We'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Mustangs.
Second down and 6. Mountain Crest leads 42-7. They intercepted the first pass attempt of the game on the first play of the game and returned it for a touchdown, and they haven't looked back. Folger's going to pick up another first down. That's 7.
Number 9 on the tackle. Gustin.
Finally taken down by
Good
Gustin.
for another Mountain Crest.
And the Mustangs on the move again. At the 32-yard line of Tooele. 4-man rush. Crofts going up top. His man had a half a step. That was Karsten Bone.
Number 11, Karsten Bone.
Crofts just put it a little bit too far out in front of him. It's second down.
Second and 10 for the Mustangs.
And because of the 35-point spread, the clock continues to run even after the incompletion. The Mountain Crest Crofts goes clear to the sideline to get the play. Some of the schools here in Region 11 have a play clock. Mountain Crest doesn't. The back judge hasn't started counting yet. Crofts fakes the give. Rolls to his right. Sidearm underneath, just throws it out of bounds. 3rd and 10. Third and 10 from the 32-yard line of Tooele. Mountain Crest with their first possession of the second half, leading by 35. Benson's in the backfield with Crofts. He's going to stay in and block. All-out blitz coming. Screen called and a whole lot of room for Benson. He's got a convoy into the end zone for a touchdown. Kennington ran all the way to the end zone without anybody to block. He beat Benson to the end zone. 32 yards on 3rd down and 10. Mountain Crest 3 for 3 on 3rd down. For Benson, that's his first catch of the night. And his 3rd touchdown, a hat trick for number 9. Oki's kick is good. It's 49-7. The Mustangs rolling in Hyrum.
Mustangs 49, Tooele 7.
Anderson Seed and Garden is a Game of the Week sponsor. They have information for you for all seasons of the year. You can be doing things, even in the winter time for your garden. Getting things ready in the fall is one key for how well things go in the spring. Go to their website, AndersonSeedandGarden.com, where they have seed lists, seed collections, lawn programs, container planting guides, vegetable information guides. You can get information and buy all of your gardening needs at AndersonSeedandGarden.com. Anderson Seed and Garden, a Game of the Week sponsor. Well, the Mountain Crest Mustangs have not had to punt the ball tonight. They've got 49 points. There's 8:23 to play in this ball game. Tooele trailing 49-7. They take this one down near the goal line. Maverick Clarkson takes it up about the 12-yard line, and that's where Tooele gets their first stab at it here in this second half.
We'll bring up 1st and 10 for Tooele.
Trying to take a peek at the Mustang defense. Kennington's out there still. Let's see if they start resting guys or not. It might be a little early for that.
Foles run up the middle.
Foles picks up about
Down
5.
72 for Kennington.
He's been consistent tonight for Tooele. 46 yards on 11 carries. Give it to Rosser, turns the corner, puts his foot in the ground, cuts back in, plowed under, but not until he picks up about 8 yards.
Brought down by Kennington.
That's his first carry in a minute. He's averaging 3 yards a tote, which is below his average of almost 6. Kennington comes to the sideline, big number 72 for Mountain Crest. He plays both sides of the ball. He plays most of the game. Iron Man, playing in the trenches. Give it to Gustin. He of the long hair works his way through for about 5. Gustin's not very big, but he's a pretty tough runner. He's got that big long ponytail, big braid hanging out the back of his helmet. Give coming this way on 2nd and 4. Spin, but then snowed under is Garrett Brown.
Number 25, Garrett Brown.
Brown with his first carry in
down by most of the Mustangs.
He picked up a yard. It's 3rd down.
Looks like about a loss of 1. 3rd and 5 for the Buffalo.
Where they spotted that, he didn't pick up any yardage. Here's Dean looking underneath. Ball tipped away. And the Mustangs force a 4th down.
Dean's pass falls incomplete to number 10, Ariano.
Ariano, the intended receiver. 9 of 12 for Dean, and Buffaloes are going to kick it.
Quarterback to receive the punt.
DeCorver muffs it. Ball's free. Tooele looks like they're on it. They are. DeCorver probably should have just let that one go. He was hoofing it toward the sideline, and then the ball kind of drifted on him. He kind of had to reach back a little bit for it. And Tooele recovers it. 2 turnovers now for Mountain Crest. They're even with Tooele in that category, 2 apiece. And the Buffaloes take over at the 31, trailing 49-7. Gustin heading downfield as he went in motion. Now they're looking to throw back on the wheel. Nice grab by Rosser.
Dean's pass complete to number 12, Rosser.
20 yards.
Looks like Lofthouse on the coverage. 1st and 10 for the Buffalo.
Rosser's 3rd catch for 25 yards total. Fake the give on the inside. Give it to Gustin on the end around. Gustin pulls the tackler down inside the 10-yard line.
Flag on the play.
And we've got a flag right in the middle of the field. See what it is. It's back at about the 7-yard line. And it looks like it's going to be on Mountain Crest. Personal foul. Face mask. So it's going to be half the distance. The ball's going to be down at about the 3.5-yard line.
Isaac Gunnell come down to the track.
So after the turnover, Tooele looking to get in the end zone again. They trail 49-7. They're going to try to punch it in here on. Well, they actually take the ball down to, wouldn't that be half the distance? I guess it's from the line of scrimmage. Touchdown. Because they did all sorts of misdirection. Bowles goes right up the gut for a 4-yard touchdown run. 12 carries, 50 yards, and a touchdown for Foles. So the turnover costs the Mustangs. Off the muff punt by DeCorver. DeCorver's been brilliant tonight on both sides of the ball. That little mistake cost 7 points, and it's 49-14. Mountain Crest leading Tooele with 4:23 to play in the third.
We want to announce Isaac Gunnell as the fan of the game. Great job, Isaac.
Hey, who here likes shopping for a new car? I don't. I mean, come on. Going to the dentist, public speaking, shopping for new cars. That's the top 3 that people don't like to do, right? Well, why? Right? People don't like the pushy salesmen, the hassles. Well, you don't have to worry about that at Rich's Cars and Credit. Stress-free car shopping is their mission. They want to be the home of, well, they want to be the place where you go to buy a used car here in Cache Valley. Great stock, great inventory, competitive prices. There's no other reason to visit anybody else. They can even do financing right there. Rich's Cars and Credit, Game of the Week sponsor. Mountain Crest gives up the touchdown after the turnover, and they'll get the ball back. A chance at a return. Bitten, making people miss and finding room along the sideline. Bitten finally knocked out of bounds at the Tooele 40. He took it on the near side, went back toward the middle, and then made a jump cut back to the outside near side to clear to the 38-yard line of Tooele. With 4:08 to play in the third quarter, Mountain Crest with a comfortable lead of 49-14. And their offense takes the field again, and they're not going to sit anybody. They're not going to pull any starters, not this early, even with the big lead. It looks like they're maybe rotating a couple of guys in at receiver. Let's see. Crofts throws it downfield. It's broken up.
Cross pass broken up nearly.
Tooele defensive back thought he had a pick, and then the intended receiver came and knocked it away at the last second. I think that might have been Van Wagner that was the intended receiver. Or excuse me, was the defender. He looked like the intended receiver as much as that ball was coming to him. 2nd and 10. Crofts looking to run. Pocket collapses. Down he goes. Back to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he may have lost a half a yard. Let's see where they spot it.
Cross making it back almost to the line of scrimmage.
That's a sack. He loses a yard.
72 Walt Earl.
That's one thing Mountain Crest hasn't done yet. They haven't sacked Dean. They haven't need to. They put a little pressure on him, but they haven't got the sack, and that's the first sack of Crofts. Bone switching sides with Geary. 3rd and 11. Give it to the back in the backfield. Butters leaps over a guy and has a first down.
Butters with a great carry. Finally brought down by number 23, Cameron
23
Chambers.
yards on 3rd and 11.
That's good for a Mustang.
Mountain Crest doesn't care what down it is. If it's 3rd and whatever, it's 2 third downs that were 3rd and 11 that they picked up with ease. They are 4 for 4 on 3rd downs tonight. 3rd quarter clock dips under 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Mountain Crest looking to put half 100 up on the board. Ball at the 16. And they turn and give it off to Butters again. To the end zone. Touchdown. Nobody even touched him. He initiated contact with a guy that was being blocked at the goal line.
Great blocking by the Mustang offensive line.
So every time Tooele has done something positive and tried to cut the gap, the Mustangs have answered right back. 55 points on the board, lining up for one more.
Okie out to attempt the PAT.
Kicks up and good. It's 56 to 14. Mountain Crest cruising on to the second round.
6, Tooele 14.
Aspen Dental of Cache Valley is a Game of the Week sponsor, and they are all about comfort at Aspen Dental. In fact, you go to their website, aspendds.com. They even talk about, we hope you're comfortable here on our website. If you need general dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, implants, orthodontics for you or your kids, someone in your family, they do all of that and more. Trust them, give them a call, go on in and visit. You can go online, request an appointment. You can see what their patients say and see what they offer. They'll take good care of you at Aspen Dental, a Game of the Week sponsor. Butters with the 16-yard touchdown run, and the Mustangs will cover this kick as it's returned from the 1 out short of the 20-yard line. It's been a week of blowouts in the first round, and that's what we've seen with the RPI. Pretty much everybody gets to come to the dance, and that means a lot of blowouts in that first round. Stansbury is going to be playing Ridgeline next week because they beat Jordan 62-7. Dixie's up on Logan late in that ball game, 55-13. Bear River now leads Spanish Fork 32-20. Swarming defense by the Mustangs, taking down Rosser for a 2-yard loss.
Rosser around the edge, brought down by number 46.
1 minute to play in the third quarter. Mountain Crest leads 56-14. Payson leads Mountain View 28-10. These are all the 4A scores. Salem Hills leading Uinta 37-7. Cedar City leading Pineview 27-7. Desert Hills 28-13 over Hurricane as the pass from Dean goes incomplete. Davis was the intended target.
2nd and 12 for Tooele.
So it's 3rd down now for the Buffaloes. 3rd and 12. They are 5 of 12 on 3rd downs. Teams getting a bye this week: Skyview, Green Canyon, Park City, Timpanogos, Crimson Cliffs, Snow Canyon, Provo, and Ridgeline. Rosser caught behind the line of scrimmage on 3rd and long. He's going to lose 4.
Screen pass caught by Rosser
on the screen, and that's going to be the end of the quarter. 56-14, Mountain Crest rolling.
Mountain Crest 56, Tooele 14.
Wendy's of Cache Valley has more than just burgers. Everybody thinks of their great burgers like the Dave Single, a quarter pound of fresh beef, American cheese, crisp lettuce, tomato, pickle, ketchup, mayo, and onion on a toasted bun, just the way Dave intended. Oh yeah, we know all about that. But have you heard about their loaded nacho chicken sandwich? Juicy, lightly breaded chicken breast, American cheese, hot and crispy corn and tortilla strips, spicy chipotle sauce, poblano queso, lettuce and tomatoes on a jalapeno cheddar bun. Everything you want at chicken nachos in a single sandwich. Yeah, all that along with the tasty originals at Wendy's, the Game of the Week sponsor. 4th and 15 now for Tooele. Dean back to punt, standing in his own end zone.
Dean back to punt, the quarter back to receive.
It looks like Mountain Crest might only have 10. Here comes their 11th guy. Dean's gonna kick it away. That's a pretty good kick. Gets a good bounce. And it's down by Ariano at about the 40-yard line of Mountain Crest. And they're gonna take over leading 56-14 in a fourth quarter. It's gonna feature a running clock. And now it looks like Coach Ryan Visser is going to call off the dogs. Benson's on the sideline. Crofts is on the sideline. Is that Braden Larson at quarterback? Let's see. He's going to hand it off. Getting around this near side is Lofthouse. I think it is a UHSAA rule that Mountain Crest cannot field a team unless there's a Lofthouse on it. They've been playing, there've been loft houses on this team since I was in high school almost 35 years ago. And they're all good. And they all hit like a truck. Second down and a flag. Boy, that was a loud whistle. Scared everybody, woke everybody up. That umpire threw that. Called Mountain Crest for a procedure penalty. So we'll back him up. And it is number 16, Braden Larson, in as the quarterback. He's got Lincoln Lofthouse playing behind him. The Lofthouses all wrestle too, and they're all really good wrestlers. Larson pulls it down, is gonna run it. Tries to make a man miss. Picks up a few extra yards. Picks up 3 or 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and 8. Running clock in this game with the score discrepancy of 56-14. We're in the fourth quarter with about 10 minutes left in the ball game. Mountain Crest will go on to face Timpanogos next week as the Mustangs move early again. The first 2 penalties of this second half. Mountain Crest has been called for 7 penalties, 3 on Tooele. So not a ton of penalties in this ball game. Mountain Crest will take on Timpanogos next week. Dixie will travel to Park City. Green Canyon still waiting to see who they're going to play. Same with Skyview. Skyview could be playing Bear River because Bear River is leading right now in their ball game against Spanish Fort. On 3rd and 13, Larson gonna step up now. He's gonna tuck and run. He's gonna have a first down. He slides down after picking up 15 on 3rd and 13.
And that's good for another Mountain Crest.
So the Mustangs stay perfect on 3rd down. Give it to Lofthouse, steps out of one tackle, turns the corner, back inside, down the sideline. Good night. Last one out, turn off the lights. There's a flag. Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, now the official comes and throws it down. It's coming back. It was not, that flag was not on the field. So I don't know if the official couldn't get it out of his pocket or whatever, but he came running over and told the white hat and then threw his flag down where it happened at about the 42, 43. And that's going to back it up. And the Mustangs will go 3rd down or 1st down and long again, negating a 48-yard touchdown run for Lofthouse. .8:35 to play in the ball game, and Larson's going to be in the backfield all alone with 5 wide receivers. 4-man rush for Tooele. Man coming free. Larson sneaks out, and he's undercut after he picks up about 3 yards.
He's up 2nd and 13 for the Mustangs.
.236 yards rushing for Mountain Crest as a team. Here's a little pass out to the edge. 8 yards to Hunsaker. Now it's 3rd and 4, and Mountain Crest stay perfect on 3rd down. It's closer to 5 yards looking at it. 236 yards rushing, 273 through the air. Here's the give. 1st down and more.
Number 41.
15 yards
And that's good
for
another
Aaron
Mountain
Bell.
Crest.
They can't have any more guys carry the ball. I don't have any more spots to write their name and number in. Larson over the middle, has a man, a little bit behind him, but he goes and gets it. Is it complete or not? Yes, it is. Down to the 16.
Called in by number 14, Dylan Buse. And that's good for another Mountain Crest.
Well, the Mustangs JV team throwing it to the end zone. Touchdown. 16 yards. Larson to Bone. Mustangs just keep pouring it on. Tooele has struggled defensively all year long, and the Mustangs offense clicking on all cylinders here at home tonight. 63-14 with 6:11 left. The Mustangs will be getting ready for Timpanogos next week in the 2nd round. You know, when you hear the word hearing aid, a lot of people don't like hearing about that, right? Like, oh, they're just, you can see them, everybody, look big and clunky, and I don't know. I talk to people that have them, and do they really work? How well do they work? Do I have to get those? Well, yeah, you know, the fact is that many people have to get a hearing aid. They're missing out because they don't want to get a hearing aid. But today's hearing and technology can improve not only your life, but the lives of the people around you that care about you. You'll be able to hear the reason that they're laughing. You'll be able to understand the conversations. Dr. Paul Danes at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology will customize a hearing improvement program to meet your unique requirements, whatever they are. Call Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology for an appointment today. Mustangs kick it away.
Okies kick into the end zone.
Okie puts it into the end zone.
Stat of interest.
Tooele takes over.
Okie is 9 for 9 on extra points.
They just made an announcement. Okies hit 9 extra points tonight. A stat of interest. It is an interesting stat. He's not lying. 303 yards passing for Mountain Crest this evening. Gain of 5 for Tooele there.
Brown up the middle, gain of 5. Brown again on the carry.
250 yards rushing for Mountain Crest. 553 yards of total offense for the Mustangs tonight. 553 as they've racked it up. Unofficial, but it's pretty close. Here's Gustin on that little end around. This has been a pretty decent play all night for Tooele. 16 yards. Give again. It's to the big fullback. He picks up 7. No, that's actually Brown. Not fouls. Second down and 3. 4.5 to play in the ball game. 4.5 in the Buffalo season. Here's that little inside give again to the wingman. Gustin this time cut down for no gain. And it's going to be third down. By my stats, Tooele has not converted a third down in this second half. Again, unofficial. I could have missed one. Here's the give to Falls. Now they've converted a third down.
Picks up a first down.
14 carries, 58 yards for Foles. Quickly, Tooele up to the line. Give it to one of the wingmen. He's caught in the backfield and thrown down for a 2-yard loss.
Number 25, Brown, tackled for a loss on the play. Preston Hyrum.
Let's see who took him down. He knifed in there. That looked like Kai Passy that took him down. Second and 11. Gustin loses it in the backfield. He never got the handoff, and I think Gustin got back on it. But it's a loss of 5. Under 3 minutes now to play in this ball game. Give the first man through. Ball's on the turf again, and this time the Mustangs have it. Third turnover for Tooele.
Number 35, Justin Constantino.
It's recovered by Justin Constantino. Constantino saw it, pounced on it, and then he folded his body around it like, I'm not giving this thing up. And nobody really tried to take it from him. Mountain Crest is going to take a timeout. Coach Visser talked to the team. Let's see what they have planned. 553 yards of offense, 63 points for the Mustangs. They've scored defensively, they've scored on special teams. Just went all their way tonight. They were playing, and I think here's a bigger thing. We knew they were playing a team that's struggled defensively all season. Tooele's given up 35, 36 points a game all season. But Tooele's also put 33 points a game on the board. And offensively, they've been able to move the ball and they've been able to score all year on pretty much anybody. And the Mustangs shut them down. Breaking the tackle in the backfield and gaining a couple of yards is Hyrum.
Number 65.
Clock ticks down towards 2 minutes.
Number 65 on the tackle.
Larson taking his time. They're going to give on the little jet sweep to Bust. Bust is going to lose a yard.
He's up 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs.
Mountain Crest is now at 3rd and 10. They are perfect on the night on 3rd down, 6 for 6. Short yardage, long yardage, it hasn't mattered. Braden Larson fakes the give, he's going to keep it. Trying to race toward the edge. And I think we're going to get a horse collar type tackle. I don't know, the defensive end was there, Colt Earl, and he reached high on Larson the first time, but then he slipped down around his waist. And it ends up being a first down. Oh, it's a face mask. So he got his face mask as he came around the corner for Tooele. Only their 4th penalty, their first the second half. And it gives Mountain Crest the first down, and they stay perfect on 3rd down with a little help from the officials. Under 30 seconds to play. See if they just take a knee. Now they're going to just take a knee. So the Mustangs, with 553 yards of offense tonight, 63 points, all 3 facets scoring, will move on to the second round against Timpanogos. Keep an eye on our Facebook page and our Twitter page for our schedule for next week. But for now, we're looking at Ridgeline and Stansbury for our game of the week next week. That ought to be a great rematch of a great game earlier this season. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on the Valley Channel.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria. We're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.